Please be seated. Good afternoon, CCTL students, staff, family, friends, and graduates. Today is an exciting day for all of us, but also a bittersweet moment. We are overjoyed to be graduating from CCTL. However, we do not want to leave the family that we have created. We have progressed from timid and shy teenagers to diligent, impactful, and interactive members of society. Each graduate is here today because of their own efforts, failures, trials, supports, and successes. Our growth as a student and as a person is immeasurable, which is more valuable than our grades or any academic accomplishment. The catalyst to our development was each other. With our individual strength combined with the strength of our community, the 2023 graduates are well-rounded, hardworking members of society. CCTL has been the core that has bound us all together, but now we must move away from that safe space and choose a new direction and find a new center. Each time we achieve a new goal, we will find a new direction. However, we must never lose our central connection, our time at CCTL. Graduates, it is important that we continue to learn and be the proud and reliable leaders of this new age. Again, welcome to the CCTL 2023 graduation ceremony. And at this time, it is my pleasure to introduce my good friend, Jessica Darnendran.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Darnendran. Graduates, students, staff, friends, and family, I hope you're enjoying this gorgeous, rainy day. You know, I wonder, why do we only say it's beautiful out on clear, sunny days? Maybe because they feel nicer. We actually like being outside on those days. Rain, mud, sticky air, no, gross. We are not going outside. The same, while we wait for the weather to get better, the rain is busy sustaining life and helping flowers grow. The rain is filling lakes and rivers and recharging underground aquifers. The rain is what cultivates and prepares our beautiful days. The same goes for life. We have days when everything that we have labeled as good happens, and we're happy we had a terrific day. But on days when we struggle, fight, and overcome what we perceive as bad, we say we had a terrible day. When good and bad experiences make up our character and lead us to success, who are we to determine what's bad? There are constantly and simultaneously going to be negatives and positives in life, and what we focus on and determine as difficult are in our control. None of us would be here had we not climbed and stumbled down hills or experienced the sunshine and rain. 2023 graduates, we've made lasting friendships on this beautiful campus that feels more like a family than a school. In this flexible environment, we've worked together and helped each other learn. We've appreciated the support of a caring staff who sponsor clubs and create engaging learning opportunities. We have enjoyed many sunny days. We weathered the storm of hours of last-minute cram sessions, trying to meet deadlines made urgent by procrastination, wrote reams of papers, and checked all the boxes to prepare for today. While the deluge seemed insurmountable, those difficult decisions and tasks have cultivated us and prepared us for the forecasts ahead. We should be appreciative and grateful for the differences in our atmosphere. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2023. It is my pleasure to introduce Christina Moore.
Hello, CCTL graduates, families, friends, staff, and students. I'm delighted to be speaking to you this afternoon as we gather to receive our well-earned diplomas. Like me, journalist, TV news anchor, and novelist Tom Brokaw once had the privilege of speaking to a crowd, I'm sure, much like this one. In his speech, he said some of you may think your diploma is the ticket to the good life. But he and I both think your diploma is more than an opportunity to get a better job or make more money. The reason we worked so hard at CCTL was to arrive at this moment. This education we received will take us to our next goal, whether it's going to university, entering the workforce, or joining the military. Students at CCTL live in all parts of a large county. It is a miracle we were all able to win the school choice lottery and go to high school on a college campus. The diversity of our backgrounds, cultures, and beliefs brought us together, and we were able to learn together, teach together, laugh together, and participate in events together. We would not have joined together so cohesively if it was not for the support of the amazing community, family, faculty of CCTL. They put this diploma, this ticket, within our grasp, and with our effort, it will soon be in our hand. I prefer to think of this ticket as a passport to our future, yes, but also a passport to change the world. Tom Brokaw thinks so too. He thinks that being a positive influence in the world is more important than that high salary career you may have wanted so badly. I would also like to extend gratitude on behalf of the graduating class to the community and staff. Their unwavering support throughout the academic path here at CCTL allowed us to succeed in ways that otherwise would not have been possible. It is crucial to remember the kindness of the community, families, and staff of CCTL in our odyssey. They funded this program, allowing us to have a full associate's degree for free so we may have a better start to our futures. They pushed us about our homework, reminding us of dates and deadlines to ensure we passed classes and got work done on time. We have become the best versions of ourselves due to their continued support, and they have also helped pave the way for future generations of students. It is up to the people of this class to continue aiding the community that helped us so much. Together, we can continue to build a better future for the generation, and hopefully they are inspired to do the same for the one after that. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce Mr. Lely.
Dr. Brewer, distinguished guests, before I begin, there's a few people that I want to thank, and most of which aren't even here. First of all, my wife, Tracy, my parents, Augie and Nancy Lely, my brother, Bob Lely, my friend, Buck Gatton, my first principal at South Rowan High School, Dr. Alan King, my first mentor, also from South Rowan High School, Mr. Dale Beaver, my Lake Norman principal and the first CCTL principal, Miss Penny Hill, Penny's husband, Steve Hill, who's here with us, for his vision in initiating the grant to create CCTL. The former Wake Forest head football coach, Jim Grobe, who was actually my position coach at Marshall University, former Statesville High School head football coach, and my friend Randall Gussler. Special thanks to former and current Board of Education members, Martin Page, Dr. Doug Knight, and Bill Howe. You came through for our school with your support when it counted, and we are thankful. Graduates, there will always be people that will help you along your way in your life's journey. And the older you get, the longer the list. You need to seek them out and never take them for granted. So finally, after all these years, I get to speak at my own commencement. So we will call, for today, I am the valedictorian of the Lely Life School Class 2023. Graduates, I hope that it's not lost on you that your final official high school event is termed the commencement ceremony. To commence means to begin. Although the successful completion of a goal is to be celebrated. Those celebrations quickly get lost in what seems like an instant and passage of time, while you quickly turn your attention to a new beginning. And that's why, after every championship game, before the celebration is over, someone is going to ask about the possibility of repeating. So every year at this time, for the last 25 years, I've sat at graduations listening to student speakers, speaking with platitudes about facing the unknown journeys that lie ahead, all bubbling with hope and excitement. You know, I remember my first commencement after high school, which was back in 1981. For me, it was all about choosing which college to attend. Because I was a pretty good football player in high school, I was presented with the opportunity to play at 3 different universities. Although this was my first major life decision, it didn't seem like it. It just seemed more like a continuance of my education and not really a commencement of a life's journey. So I went on to play football and graduate from Marshall University with a bachelor's degree in 1985. Commencement number 2. About this time, my father was in the process of retiring from a local steel mill. After witnessing some of the challenges that he faced, I left college with the priority to find a job with a good retirement pension. So at Marshall University, one of the reasons I chose to stay at school and earn a master's degree, join the United States Army, was to better my position in retirement. And that was commencement number 3. So during my time in the Army, I learned of an acquaintance who had died within 3 months after retiring. Turns out that that bit of news had a profound effect on my life. See, I remember thinking to myself, how sad it would be if he did not like his job. So not long after that, I decided to leave the military. This time, my job search included the responsibility of a wife and 2 children. After accessing all of the resources at my disposal for the job search, my priority had to shift to providing for a family. So I chose the career field that provided the most money. And for me, that was manufacturing. So in 1995, my job search landed us in the city of Statesville, North Carolina. After 3 years and several opportunities as a manufacturing supervisor, which turned out to be brutal for my family, and my wife can attest to that, I again sought out a new career. Only this time with a little more wisdom. I did not pursue money. So the Lord drew me through my love of the game of football to an opportunity for, ironically enough, a huge 50% pay cut, and I landed in the field of education. My neighbor at the time, Buck Gatton, who was a football coach and teacher at West Iredell High School, introduced me to the head football coach at South Rowan High School at the annual football coaches clinic down in Greensboro. And in 1998, I found that sweet spot for my career in education. As a football coach, and the teacher. When are we going to do this? Okay, so through the last 25 years as a teacher, there are very few days in which I would consider calling work. I've been extremely fortunate to serve with 3 outstanding principals, beginning with Dr. Alan King at South Iredell High School. at South Rowan, and then transferring to Lake Norman with Penny Hill, who subsequently opened up CCTL, and now Miss Terry Hutchins. So now here I am, 42 years later, after that first commencement, and I'm facing commencement number 4, not retirement. Although there still are themes about uncertainty in the future, there is some wisdom that I have gained over the years that will help me embrace the excitement and unknown. And graduates, I want to share that with you. Number 1, there will be events impacting your life that you cannot control. Embrace faith and look to the God of the Bible who holds all the answers and controls all things. Number 2, you will be faced with decisions that you will feel incapable and unqualified to make. Don't shy away from making them. Take good notes and consider them opportunities to gain wisdom. Number 3, sometimes looking forward to events will cause you to miss out on some very special things in life. So be very deliberate to focus on living in each moment, because the number of moments that you are given are not infinite. So as I knew how quickly this year would pass, I began this year with the intention of not counting down the days, but to focus on trying to make this the best year of my career. And I want to thank you students for helping me do just that. So beginning with the outstanding student behavior for all my classes and accomplishing a near 100% Adobe certification pass rate for all exams. Being able to see the student dedication to forming the first Rocket Competition Club. Special thanks to Dr. Doug Knight. To all the very spirited and honest discussions in the best sophomore focus class of the school. Write that down. The first CCTL soccer team for accepting me as an old football coach as an honorary soccer coach. All the spirited basketball games during lunchtime. And finally, to the passion and dedication of my fellowship of Christian athlete, young officers, Aliyah, A-L-I-Y-A-H, Mayberry, and Lexi Healy. She wanted me to learn that all year. You have truly made this a memorable year. And a special shout out to our custodian and my friend, Miss Emmeline Bellamy, for always maintaining a standard of excellence and for your friendship. So as I celebrate this, my fourth, not retirement, my fourth commencement, I have 3 goals. Number 1, bring honor to God in everything I do. Number 2, to not dwell on the past. And number 3, be very deliberate to live each day in the moment. So my wife and I will be moving back to my hometown in Weirton, West Virginia very soon to help assist and honor my parents in their elder years. I will indeed miss teaching at this school and reflect fondly on my time here and hope to visit again. I'm going to make it through this last part. It was something very special to be part of CCTL. We began as a one-room schoolhouse in the metal building back there in 2005 with 1 grade of students. And I was one of only 4 teachers. A school that was initially recognized, get this, for its cutting-edge one-to-one use of technology because each student was issued a 250 megabyte hard drive. So flash forward to 2022 when we were recognized as the number 2 high school in the entire state of North Carolina. I'm truly humbled to be part of that history. And Heather, although I became part of this staff a semester before you, no one has played a larger role wears many hats or deserves credit more than you, and I'm grateful to call you a friend. And to our boss, Terry Hutchins, I'm grateful for your intelligence, compassionate leadership, and sincere love for our students, faculty, and CCTL. Lightning's on here. You have honorably steered this school through some rough waters and have fostered a school climate that always supports teachers and puts student learning above everything. It's been my honor to serve on your faculty and be part of your school. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Lely. My tears were unexpected. Don't have a Kleenex, So all of these super hot microphones up here might be catching things I wasn't planning on. So anyway, pardon me. Woo. Excuse me. As the principal of CCTL High School, it is my privilege to also welcome you here today as we honor the 2023 graduates of CCTL. I am grateful that you chose CCTL, and parents, we are grateful that you shared your student with us for the past 4 or 5 school years. Thank you to all the family members who are here today, friends, loved ones, community members, and faculty and staff members of CCTL and Mitchell Community College. We thank you for celebrating this special occasion with us. Class of 2023, I hope you will heed the words of your speakers. Aura encourages you to remember your CCTL connections, but to proudly forge forward in a new direction. Jessica hopes that you will appreciate all types of weather in your future experiences and endeavors in life. Christina encourages you to use your education ticket and try to make a lifelong difference for yourself and future generations. And Mr. Lally, amongst many things, one of his messages was for you to live in each moment. You don't know how many moments you will have. So thank you, speakers, for your inspiring words today. At this time, I would like to recognize our distinguished stage guests. If you will please stand when I call your name. Dr. Tim Brewer, President of Mitchell Community College. Mr. Randy Ledford, Vice President of Mitchell Community College. Members of the Iredell Statesville Schools Board of Education, Mr. Bill Howell. And Mr. Charles Kelly. Also with us are members of the Mitchell Community College Board of Trustees, Mr. Cute, Dr. Steve Hill, Mrs. Lee Whitfield, Mr. Jonathan Byers, and Mr. David Meacham. I would also like to recognize the CCTL faculty and staff for your dedication while nurturing and educating these impressive young adults. If you will please stand. We have others who are in classrooms while our students are watching this live stream, so I would also like to thank our faculty and staff that are in classrooms right now with our other students. I would also like to take a moment to thank faculty and staff of Mitchell Community College for making this collaborative program such a success. As you heard Mr. Lally say, we are ranked very high in the state, and we cannot do that without you. At this time, I would like to describe just how impressive the class of 2023 is. As you know, graduates, it takes a tremendous amount of work, time, and commitment to be sitting here today, and we are proud of you for all of your work. In front of you are 36 graduates. 100% of them have completed their requirements to earn their high school diploma from the state of North Carolina. 94% of them will have completed the requirements for their associate's degree by the end of the summer semester. 100% of them, and this is the first time ever, have earned a certificate from Mitchell College, all of them. And this certificate is in digital media And thank you, Mr. Lely, for that also. We have one student who has earned 3 certificates from Mitchell Community College. If you will please stand, and that is Aiden Lewis. 31% of them have completed their high school diploma and associate degree requirements in less than 5 years. As you know, that takes 6 years for most typical students. So that is a huge accomplishment that we are celebrating today. A traditional high school student may have 0 opportunities to earn community college classes, and some in their senior or junior year of high school may be able to squeeze in 1 or 2 classes here or there, which might add up to 12 hours of community college credits. But this class sitting in front of you today, added together, equal 2,600 hours of college hours. Families sitting here today are probably celebrating how much money you might save them when you head off to your next endeavors. We calculate that to be about $30,000 you may have spent at a university for 2 years of education, depending on which institution you would attend. So $30,000 scholarship. Thank you for using it wisely. Thank you for taking advantage of the program that it's provided to serve you well. Also, this small class, only 36 of them, they have earned $1,360,000 in grants and scholarships. That is phenomenal. Our graduates have spent countless hours in community service, working on projects, attending club events, and of course, many fun events out on the circle or our lock-ins or proms and lots of activities in the courtyard in the back of the vocational building. We hope they've had a good time also while they were straining the brain, right? They have earned many academic awards from the faculty and staff at CCTL and Mitchell Community College. And their plans after leaving us are 64% of them plan to continue their education at a university. 8% of them plan to continue their education at an institute of higher education. 14% are entering the workforce next. And we have one student who is enlisted into the U.S. Army. If you will please stand. Rahman Shakir. Thank you for enlisting, and thank you for the service to our country and everyone in this room in your future. We are grateful. To the class of 2023. While attending CCTL and Mitchell Community College, you have developed many skills that will take you far in life. You are prepared. I would challenge you to strive to make a positive difference in whatever your future holds. Now, let's begin, right? What you've been waiting on. You wish you would tell us, shh, let's get on with the celebration, right? So let's do it. Thank you again to family members, friends, loved ones, CCTL and Mitchell College staff and faculty for attending this special moment with us today. Graduation candidates, please rise and present yourselves for graduation.
Before I begin, please take this time to turn off the flash on your cameras. The flash will interfere with the professional photographer in the front taking pictures of the diploma transfer. So please turn off the flash on your phones. Thank you. Ready? Daisy Aguirre Escobar. Aura Kaili Alvarez. Joshua Andres Booth. Sage Harrison Brown. Isaiah Jason Cass. Nasiah Cliff Ollis Culp. Ava Grace Denderend. Jenna Marianne DeSellum. Aditi Jessica Daranendaran. Caroline Nicole Drum. Kendall Avery Elliott. Tara Alicia Farrell. Jessie Grace Brady. Sasha Lee Fraley. Cashin Abel Fulbright. Brianna Gutierrez. Jurgen Hickbon Herboso. Nathan Geen Kang. Paris Elizabeth King. Erica Leonard. Aiden Michael Lewis. Charlie Ryan Locklear. Reagan Macy Lund. Naomi Elizabeth Martinez Correas. Christina Dawn Moore. Parker Scott Morrison. Ethan Duncan Parkhurst. Jamisa Jean Redford. Adeline Serrano Avianeda. Rahman Shakir. Alisa Marie Sidden. That should have been Alyssa, right? Alyssa Marie Sidden, I'm sorry. Haley Nicole Starnes. Antavion Tremaine Steele. Stormy Suchi Tao. Jack Stewart Titus. Kaylin Punktotlog Vang.
At the conclusion of the graduation ceremony, our students in classrooms, you may go ahead and proceed to buses and cars. Our graduate loved ones, if you will wait for them outside on the circle. And there is cake and punch over on the front porch, we call it, of the student union. So you're welcome to hang out and have some special moments together and take more pictures. So, the moment we have all been waiting for. Candidates, please rise. By the authority vested in me from the state of North Carolina and by the Idle Statesville Schools Board of Education, I now declare you graduates of CCTL. You may move your tassel. and it's my honor to present to you the graduated class of 2023.